So when she was like 2, I caught her jumping from the toilet onto the towel bar in my bathroom, trying to swing like she was swinging on the bars in the gym. So I'm like, okay, yeah, she definitely loves gymnastics. Yeah. We put her in soccer, and she was on the field doing cartwheels and handstands instead of playing soccer.
Yeah.
Yes. So I knew that gymnastics was definitely her sport. Yeah.
Yeah. Even in the bed, you would catch
yeah.
her doing rolling, doing tumbling, like she was doing at the gym.
Oh, yeah. She's always been driven, so yeah.
Yeah, when she focuses on something, there's no stopping her.
She literally lived gymnastics.
Come on, Meg, you got this. Nice.
I don't remember much about like the morning of that day, but I know that one of the drills that we were practicing was on the trampoline. I was trying to do this new skill and I went for it. I landed on my neck. I wasn't sure what happened, but I heard the really loud cracks. My fingers went numb and tingly right away, and I went to sit up and I just knew that something wasn't right. Like I felt a lot of pain. It didn't feel normal compared to before it. But at that point, I had lost feeling in my legs, so I couldn't feel anything. It was just kind of like a surreal moment, you know, to see all these people around me and just not be able to get up the way I normally could. And I was just thinking, like, what's going on? What's gonna happen? And I was just really scared because, you know, I couldn't feel anything and I thought I wasn't ever gonna be the same again.
Then when we got to the hospital, it was just like really quick activity everywhere. They literally just took her into a bay, took x-rays. I could tell just by them looking at the x-rays it wasn't good, because they're like, nope, she needs to go for an MRI right now. By the time they got out of the MRI, they just took her right into surgery. They explained where the break was, and then he literally looked at us and said, she only has a 30% chance of any recovery. I just was like, couldn't believe it, yeah.
Hardest thing you ever want to hear.
A 15-year-old child, yeah, thinking, is this gonna be her life now? Yeah.
Well, just to know her dreams and what her goals, what she wanted to do. And
yeah.
always talked about going to college, having a career, having a family. This just puts a big monkey wrench in it.
Literally the first day or two, she couldn't do anything.
She couldn't move her. She could move her shoulders a little bit,
yeah,
but not her hands, not her feet, not her legs.
No, she really couldn't feel anything from about chest down. Nothing.
I would tell my brain to do something and it wouldn't do it. You know that you've done it before and that you can do it, but it's like you're just stuck. Like there's just something there that won't let it go.
The next day, she was even more driven to get going, you know, and I told her, I said, we can't help you with your recovery. We're here to support you and tell you you can do it. But how good you get is how good you put into it and how much effort you put into it.
You know, this is gonna be the hardest fight of your life, but you know, you can do this. You're just gonna have to push every day and it's gonna get better.
And then, what was it, the next day, Good Shepherd came?
I first met Megan in the pediatric ICU pretty much right after her accident. For Megan, she had a severe cervical spinal injury, and it was certainly a worry that she might never move her arms or walk again. Her initial exam was slightly reassuring in that she had some sensation, which was wonderful. And the typical course is at least 6 months to a year to get even a reasonable amount of kind of recovery. My hope was that about a year from when I met her, we would be talking about walking.
The first time I met Megan was within her first couple of days here after she transferred from the acute care hospital. I'll never forget that first time that I met her. She was in the most supportive wheelchair we had on our unit. She had to be tilted back because her trunk and head control were so poor, and she really had very little movement in any of her 4 extremities. So we knew that the recovery process was going to be long and it was going to be hard, but it also gave us a chance to kind of start designing our treatment plan very individualized for Megan at that time too. And we knew straight off the bat that we wanted to be very aggressive with her treatment and her planning. So, and you kind of put these expectations in your head based on what you know scientifically. And then when we met Megan, everything kind of changed. We knew within the first couple of weeks the amount of progress that we were seeing was not typical at all, which was amazing to see.
And I told them that from the very first day, I wasn't leaving until I walked out of there, and they said okay, and that they were going to do everything they could to help me with that. Definitely my goals went from like being able to sit up on my own, then being able to stand with assistance, to stand without, and then pretty much to move up the pathway of walking. Just every day was something new, or every day was another body part that I could move.
We as therapists update our goals for each patient on a weekly basis, but Megan would update her goals for herself on a daily basis, if not more than once a day. So if she would do something the day before, the next day she had to do better than that. Megan's goal initially was to walk by her birthday, which is in November. She discharged here, I think it was early August. So to be able to see Megan walk out of our doors at Good Shepherd was really, really awesome. And thinking back to her first steps and how hard they were and what those looked like in like the most supportive walker we had with body weight support, with me moving her leg to take a step while she moved the other one. Thinking about where we had come from in terms of that stuff, to actually see her walk out of the building was a really emotional experience for us. It's something I definitely won't ever forget.
From the time of Megan's accident to the time we sent her home from rehab was about 4 months, which was certainly faster than we thought we'd probably be sending her home, and certainly way faster than we thought that she would actually have been walking with a walker and making such great strides.
I've seen miracles come out of Good Shepherd. I've seen horrors come in there, and I've seen miracles come out.
Everything was just really good there. I mean, you couldn't go wrong.
Yeah.
And they treat you like family. The therapists were like sisters to her.
You know, I was with them 6 days a week, so we really learned everything about each other and kind of became pretty much a family support system. We just always have a bond that's going to be there now. Well, pretty much I can do everything I did before. I go to school, I have a job now, I drive, you know, I go out with my friends. Pretty much just do normal teenager things now. I'm possibly thinking about joining a swim team for school next year. I just love that feeling of like being free in the water and being able to just move around, where just your body feels like it moves freely and it's a lot easier to move. Overall, gymnastics drove me to continue, but I don't think I'll go back to gymnastics. So pretty much it's as busy as I was before, just with different things now. I don't like to take no for an answer. I don't think anything will stop me.